Okay, Boker Tov, continuing with the halachot of Tefillin. We discussed yesterday what Maran writes in Shulchan Aruch, that there is a concept of not having a separation between the Tefillin and the person's body. The concept of chatzitza. We talked about whether or not you can keep your watch on while you're wrapping your Tefillin around. We talked about making sure that your kippah is not caught in the ritzuot. We want to talk today about two other types of chatzitzot. Number one, what if a person, sometimes when you wrap your tefillin around your arm, they slip, the straps slip, and you find that they are sort of doubled over on each other. Does that constitute a chatzitza? Does that mean that since your straps are not directly touching your skin, that you have not done the mitzvah of tefillin? And the Mishnah Berurah writes that since it's all the same material, it's all tefillin, therefore it can't really make a chatzitza. It's all the tefillin itself. So therefore it can't separate between itself and the skin. It's all tefillin. So therefore, although we're careful to make sure that each individual kricham is directly on the skin, but the avad, if it slips, it does not invalidate, of course, the mitzvah. Interestingly, sometimes in halakha we have a chatzitza, a separation based on air. Think back to sukkah. We don't necessarily have to have the entire sukkah wall complete. The question is, tefillin shel rosh, of course, it's flat. A person's skull is a sphere. So tefillin shel rosh don't always at all sit entirely on your head. Is it a problem to have airspace between where the tefillin shel rosh are sitting and your skull? Is that considered a chatzitza? And the answer is that as long as the tefillin shel rosh are in the right spot, even if they're overhanging your skull a little bit, there's an airspace in between, as long as they're located in the right spot on your head, then the airspace in between is not a chatzitza either. What about if b'diavad, the person made the bracha on the tefillin shel yad, which of course covers tefillin shel rosh according to us as well, and then he realized that his shirt sleeve was actually caught right there by the knot. Or he realized that his kippah was sitting underneath the actual bayit of the tefillin shel rosh. What does he do in that case? Does that invalidate the bracha? After all, we said if there is a chatzitza right, if the shirt is caught right by the knot, then that would be a problem. What does he do in that case? So the answer is that you remove the shirt where it was stuck underneath the ritzuah, but you do not go back and repeat the bracha. The bracha that you made before does not have to be repeated, even though there was a chatzitza. And the reason for that is because there is shitat ha'rashba, and he holds, one of the Rishonim hold, that there is no concept of chatzitza by tefillin shel rosh or tefillin shel yad, and therefore we rely on our usual trusty rule of safek brachot la'akel. We don't go back and repeat the bracha because of the opinion of the Rashba that says that in this case you really don't have to. So once again, if you do find a chatzitza, your shirt sleeve, let's say, stuck right by the knot of the tefillin shel yad, or your kippah right underneath the tefillin shel rosh, where it would invalidate the mitzvah, nonetheless you fix it and you do not go back and repeat the bracha.